Oh hey, if you also have very picky taste and you have a unique area that you need to fill and not a single piece of furniture that exists on planet Earth will actually fill it, you might like today's episode. Oh hey, it's me, Katie, DIYer, cat mom, an absolute perfectionist who cannot eat, sleep, or drink unless a piece of furniture actually fits the exact dimensions that she needs. Last week on the channel, I shared the incredibly dramatic and exciting story of how I custom dyed this sofa to be the dream color I wanted. But what I didn't share was that while this sofa is so wonderful, sitting here has been really hard sometimes. Why? Because if I want to put my coffee down, there's nothing to catch it because I don't have the perfect console table to go behind my sofa. Oh hey, welcome to the back of my couch. The couch cover did not come with a back, so I actually went to the fabric store and I got a swatch of fabric that is a near perfect match, not bad. And when we first moved in, I had like an IKEA kind of console table that I just like stuck back here. And it was way too short and it jutted out in a really annoying way. Every time I opened the door and walked in, I hit my hip. Love it. Now, something that I've come to learn about myself and my chosen lifestyle is that when I am anywhere in my house, I love to have a surface within reach somewhere where I can put a cup of tea or my laptop or something. So I thought, God, it would be so nice if I could get a console table that would run the full length of my sofa. But here's the problem. They do not make a 26-inch by 80-inch console table anywhere in this world, in this planet, in this galaxy. I thought about stacking two consoles side by side, but they're usually way too tall. You would think a nice long bench would do it, but it would probably hit about 17 inches, way too short. And I thought about maybe getting a bookcase. But one really important thing I needed was a place for my like go basket, which is really just like a basket I have that has like shopping bags, things I need to take to my car. And therefore a bookcase would not work because I wanted to be able to scoot a basket underneath it. So this was a problem that drove me crazy for months. And then I realized, you know what? Sometimes in life, you want something, you have to personally build it. So the idea I had was to make one very long console table that looks like this. I want solid legs on the sides and I want space underneath so that I can tuck baskets and things underneath. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. Hi, welcome to my moment of help. I have carefully measured this out, and ideally what I need to be most cost efficient is two 1x12x8 common boards, and I need two. There's four, but three of the four are like real wonky. They're not either straight, or there's actually visible like cracks in them, or there's like really bad like knots. So I have to recalculate. There are much larger, taller boards, but the two that I'm seeing are both very curved at the tops. All right, you guys, we made it work. Oh. And we have some nice pieces left over, so like, you get a table, you get a table. And I do just want to say that like, there's a reason people don't do projects on their own and that DIY is very complicated and overwhelming. And why? Because anything related to wood is full of lies and deceptions. 1 inch is not 1 inch. When they say a 1 by blank, it's 3/4. Anyway, I just want to say, if you ever tried a project and felt dumb because nothing's working out, that is what they want you to feel. Also, it never rains in LA, ever. And of course, the one day I need to transport wood, it is raining. Oh well. Oh hey, we're back in the garage, and you know that that means we are doing something scary and new. So, per my drawing, I want to do a simple tabletop with 3 basic legs. But how do we join those legs together? Welcome to pocket hole talk. Pocket holes are a way to join joints together very easily and seamlessly. And this is how they work. You take a drill bit called a pocket hole jig drill bit, and this is at an angle, and it actually drills a hole in at an angle, and then that hole, as you can see here, fits a screw, and you can screw it in to the top piece of wood. And even cooler, after you do that, you can use these little inserts and pop them in there, and then you have a flat hidden hole. So cool. Now, as much as this is a whole like we love pocket holes episode, I do want to acknowledge something. If you are a seasoned woodworker, you probably already hate this video because technically, ideally, you are not gonna have screws going up into your board. Ideally, you want them going down. That way, gravity and everything sinks down, puts weight down that way. But I'm gonna wood glue these as well, and I just need something to hold it tight. This is not gonna be a huge dining table. So I did just wanna take this moment of truth and vulnerability to say that your grandpa and mine, rest in peace, Grandpa Paul, if they do woodworking, would technically hate it if you did it this way. All right, y'all, after 3 months of planning and 2 trips to the hardware store and an hour and a half of messing up and figuring out what went wrong, we have 3 legs with 3 pocket holes each, which somebody told me was overkill, and that's called being extra. And now we have to get these attached to that. Okay, now you could just go ham and just screw these straight in, but you're probably gonna split the board because there's no pilot hole to start the screw. These are 1 1/4 softwood screws. You want to know if you have softwood or hardwood. Woodworking is complicated, but easy, but complicated. You always gotta get the right screw. You gotta get the right bit. All right, let's see. Can I screw these on flush? All right, you guys, she's looking beautiful. I can't believe she's flush. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. But if I were to put her up right now, she would be swaying and she could potentially snap off all the legs because we do need to stabilize her, which is something that men have told me because I was not gonna stabilize it originally, of course. So the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna add some corner braces. I'm going to cut this piece into some triangles. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, kind of forgot about the corner braces because, you know, why would I think and plan this project and ask like 5 men to help me plan it for months and months? Shout out to my buddy Robbie for giving me this plan. But yeah, I almost forgot. Guys, it just started pouring rain. Does this mean that the wood is gonna expand because of humidity and somehow ruin my project? Guys, is there some old like woodworker's tale about like never jigsaw in the rain or something? Oh, baby. Are these perfect triangles? No, they're like off center, but that's fine. And are they like slightly wavy? Sure, but who cares? We got some beautiful right angles, we're good. Now we're gonna drill some pocket holes to pocket hole these in with wood glue, whole thing. Alrighty, and now we're gonna get real messy. We're gonna wood glue these and we're gonna screw them in, and the screws are gonna kind of work to like clamp it in. I was gonna wood glue the legs too. Ugh. Guys, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Don't forget. We have some glue spillage, which is good. That means it's truly clamped and spilling out the side, causing drama. Good thing to see. Have I totally given up on using the glue properly and am I just like dabbing it on this way? You better believe it. Alrighty, new day. It has dried. Let's see if she stands up on her own. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Time to sand her because we're gonna paint. Y'all know how sometimes you open your wood filler and it's orange and rust color, which is not the actual color of the filler. Okay, real quick, while that wood filler is drying, we have rediscovered something in this garage that I've like had a memory of for years and been like, where the heck are they? And my mom finally found them. These are incredible vintage Moroccan lanterns that my stepdad got in Morocco in the 70s. You guys, I mean, World Market could never. Look at these. Oh my gosh, should we do a full restoration episode? They also are actually plug-in pendants. This is a renter-friendly lighting solution, you guys. All right, it's prime time, baby. I am using the Zinsser Bullseye 123 primer for all surfaces. We got a foam roller, and I have put the legs, propped them up like underneath cardboard. That way you don't have like the drop cloth up and like sticking to it. Just a fun little hack. we are primed. We will be back to do the base color. Ooh, baby, we are back. And I did off camera add in more braces here. I did learn to use a circular saw and I did not cut it in a straight line. But I did realize one moment of hell, deep flaw in my design. This is gonna go behind a sofa, and when I'm on the sofa, I'll be able to look over and put things on it, but I'll also be able to look over and see all of this ugliness. Ew. So I realized I also need to add a backing board to cover the strip of what will be seen. So then I had to go back to the hardware store and get this scrap piece of wood, and I could have gotten a full piece of wood to be a full backing board to covering all this, but the truth is we're gonna put a pattern on this, which I am already scared to put on because it's gonna be so tedious, and I could not bear to have to put that pattern on a full backing board as well. Whew. Now, of course, these don't fit perfectly, so we have some gaps, and I want to fill those in with wood filler, but the wood filler's at my mom's house. But you know what? Let's be real. You guys honestly watch this channel to watch me suffer, so I hope you're all happy. So this is the really janky hack we're gonna do. I'm gonna fill in the gutter with a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm gonna put spackle over that and let that dry, and then I'm gonna sand it flat. And now we are going to paint. Now, today is a shocking day on my channel because we're gonna paint this a neutral color. I wanted to have something in the space that wouldn't like overtake your eyes color-wise, but I still wanted to add a pattern to it so that it couldn't just be a neutral. But this is the most neutral I'm ever gonna get on my channel, and that is doing a like geometric pattern in neutral shades. In fact, I wanted a color that was between my kind of like warm honey oak floors and my cat baguette. And do you know what the answer is? This paint color called French Croissant by Behr. I just wanted something simple and light and warm to knock this out. Is it low-key crazy to build something out of wood and then like paint it back the same color? Kinda. Okay, look who came to join us, our little color match queen. Do you like it? It's inspired by you. Oh hey, welcome to a fully painted table and now the most terrifying thing I've ever attempted. And I came up with so many different patterns, photoshopped them all out, tried to figure out what the best one was, and I finally decided on the right one. And I realized that I would either have to hand stencil it on or I would have to get custom stencils cut. And so I did go to my dear friend Frances's house to do that. Okay guys, I am here with Frances, who is being so nice to help me figure out my pattern. And I brought her a pattern that I thought was done and it's not, now she has to recreate it, sorry. Ooh, it's going hard. And basically what I've chosen is the world's most complicated, stupid pattern that is going to be very challenging to put on. It is this, okay? And I chose this because if you look closely, in the inside, it's kind of like a petal, right? Like 4 little petals, like floral. But then also if you look, it kind of looks like these geometric diamonds. And it also, you could also see that it kind of looks like this circle. So it's kind of this like shape-shifting geometric pattern that I personally really like. We cut these out with Frances's Cricut, and I now have to perfectly line them up, stencil them on, peel them off, rinse and repeat, and it's just gonna be tedious and I'm just gonna have to emotionally deal with that. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, I've gotten it as straight as I could. It's not perfectly straight. This is the best I can do. Honestly, like you guys know I have a lot of patience, but some stuff just might be way too tedious. Okay, happy to say I do still love the pattern. I think I chose the right pattern. Every single piece is like a little bit of overflow. We have some paint drip there. Perfect, love it. I am gonna call that I'm not gonna be able to paint this on. It's way too much. You guys, look how much I'd have to stencil there, the sides, the interior. I think I'm literally gonna order custom wallpaper. So yeah, you guys are witnessing my first true moment of defeat. You know what sucks so much? Number one, I have a dinner party that I wanted this to be done for. Number two, I could have done a solid backing because if I'm putting on peel and stick, that's not hard. But I'm in too deep, I've lost too much. I can't survive anything more. So I went ahead, I went to Spoonflower, unsponsored. I made my own design of wallpaper. I ordered it and it actually arrived in like 2 days. And therefore, what we have here is perfect peel and stick vinyl wallpaper. The good news is that I was actually able to perfectly scale the pattern so that it is going to fit exactly the dimensions of this bench. The other good news is that this is not thin, janky peel and stick wallpaper. This is heavy, thick, tear-free vinyl. So if we have cat's claws or tools that get like thrown onto this, hopefully it won't ding too much. And it was very scary to design this because I could not actually get a true color match color, but it arrived. It's not that bad. And sometimes that's as good as you're gonna get. So let's get this stuff on. By the way, one note, if you or a loved one is going to start a wallpaper company, please put a grid on the back of your wallpaper so that people can like cut even lines. Alrighty, here we go. The good thing, like I said, this is so thick. It's almost like a placemat. These edges are definitely the hardest part. You want to kind of trim the corners to make sure that everything folds up nicely and evenly. You know, I just realized that like I'm afraid that if coffee and tea like melt this vinyl, that means I'm gonna have to be a person who uses coasters. Ugh, no thank you. All right, you guys, that was not hard, but it wasn't easy. And it wasn't short, but it wasn't crazy long. But it is done, and now it is finally time for your final reveal. Well, folks, look at that. Oh, I am gonna style this later, but to be honest, I do need a lot of it open because it's where I drop things when I come in, but that's fine. Honestly, overall, I am very proud that this is the first piece of furniture I ever like designed and actually built myself entirely from scratch. I wanted to do this project for about like $100, and I think in total I spent closer to like $250. $275 with a bunch of wasted paint. But that's what happens when you want a very specific pattern. And so far the vinyl has held up totally fine. And if I want to, I can always repaint it, repaper it, whatever. If you like more realistic DIYs with deep moments of hell, like and subscribe. If you're a lurker who watches my content but hasn't officially subscribed, please subscribe. Let's make it official. Let's go on a date. It's cuffing season. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, tell your friends, tell your mom. Oh.